Hey, besties, and welcome back to the Best of Yvonne podcast. Today is episode 11, and we are talking about living a balanced life. Is it possible to live a balanced life? For the longest time, I thought, BS, there's absolutely no way. However, when I discovered the 7 F's, I used it in a way that benefited me to create a balanced life. So if you've not gotten my book, From Food Stamps to Fortunes, please get that and dive into the 7 F's, where I created a system where you can give yourself 1 point every day for every F you get, and then you tally that. So at the end of 7 days, you should have 7 F's. And that to me has been a game changer at really having the most balanced life I could possibly think of. I've yet to discover any other way to do it. So I really want to know, and I want you to ask yourself, is my life balanced, or is there some area of my life that needs some extra TLC? Oftentimes, when we raise one area of our life, other areas will raise with it. So I just got back from Oregon, where I was out with Jubilant Julie and Candace Derry. I was a guest at their workshop. And as much as I love to travel, it throws me out of balance every single time. And what I have discovered about myself is that the minute I'm out of balance on doing my daily routine, that negative narrative comes back into my head. It really does. And I said to it, why aren't you my best friend? You should be talking to me in a way of like, get out of bed. You need to show up for yourself. You said you were going to do it. Let's do it. It does not say that. Instead, it says, oh, you can sleep a little longer. Oh my gosh, your bed is so comfortable. I know you want to just stay in bed longer. You can get to your workout later. You'll be just fine. No, it's like always working against me unless I prime it every day. So in my life, when I do my morning routine, I literally have a more balanced, functional life. And I've said this time and time again. How your life feels is more important than how it looks. And I believe when our life is out of balance, it's oftentimes because we are so worried about making our life look good and less about feeling good. And we're completely out of balance. And being out of balance is generally being out of alignment with your higher self. So, what does balance mean for you? And what does it look like for you? Is that a balanced diet? Is that a balanced work life, family life, financial life? What does it look like for you? And what area is off for you? So, I'm going to share with you a few other things that have worked for me to be in balance. So, fitness and health is number one. And again, as I travel or I get busy in life, what's the first thing to go? It's my workouts and it's my meals, specifically my meals. So I'm proud of myself because I did travel this past weekend with my protein shakes. And what I've done with my protein shakes when I travel is I find a protein shake that is a complete meal, because my other protein shakes will have the protein, but not the carbs. So then I get lightheaded, I get foggy, I get dizzy, and I lose energy. I would get really low energy. So what I have found to be balanced in my nutrition is to find a meal prep company or a protein that is a complete meal. And so I found one as 42 grams of protein, because in my late 40s, I need to be putting on more protein to maintain muscle mass. And so I have found a shake that I enjoy that keeps me balanced and on the go. I can eat it. I take a shaker bottle with me. I fill it up with water, shake my protein, and I'm good to go. And I did that pretty much all weekend for breakfast, at least for breakfast. I could have done better at not eating out as much for dinner. And in fact, this is a lesson learned for me, is I went out, even though I should have just had my shake, I went out with everybody and had fish tacos and I got sick. Ugh. So yes, I've been nauseous for 2 days. because I'm sure I got food poisoning. So stick to your protein shakes, Yvonne. That's my lesson learned. And then what priorities do you have? Family, maybe family is a priority for you. Are you planning that with intention? So again, traveling, I don't get a lot of time with my family. So as soon as I get back, I want to be making my kids dinner. I want to be tucking them in. I want to be getting them up for school. I want them to go to the gym with me so I can get as much time as possible. So being very intentional about family time, what that looks like. So this weekend, I traveled to Salt Lake and I made it a point that I would be home Saturday night after my training so I could spend all of Sunday with my family. And I learned that Candace does the same thing. And I give her huge respect for doing this because I've struggled with balancing family time. And I'm in the position I am now because I didn't do that. I didn't make it a priority. So Candace, after training, packed up, drove her 4 hours and got home. And good thing she did because she missed the snowstorm. But I have such a deep love for her and a deep respect for her that she says no to things that interfere with her family time. So when I asked her to speak at my summit this year, she said, I'm happy to speak on Friday or Saturday, but I need to leave Saturday to be home with my family on Sunday. And absolutely, I will do everything and anything I can to make that possible for her. So that comes to boundaries, right? Like she set a boundary. I am not going to work on Sundays. I need to travel back home on Saturdays. So what boundaries are blurred in your balance of life? Are there some new boundaries you need to set that keep you on track, that keep you feeling good about your life, that keep you in alignment? And I need to do better for this myself. I need to do better to be home on Sundays with my family, or I need to do better to say no to going out so I can eat a balanced meal because I know I feel good every time I have a shake versus eating a meal I've never had before. So I could do better in the boundary area. So what about you? Are there areas where you could have better, more clear boundaries? And I think oftentimes it's easier to integrate versus to separate. So let's say I do have to work. Could I bring my family with me? I will be teaching in Hawaii in 2 weeks. That's an opportunity for me to make a family vacation out of it. So sometimes we need to integrate different areas of our life so that we can have more harmonious balance. We can juggle a little bit more. Or another thing I do is I take meetings when I'm in the car, and I have a 4 hour commute when I get to Salt Lake and a 2 hour commute to get to Las Vegas. So those are times where I schedule meetings in the car because then that's like net time, right? Like no downtime. I make good use of that time. So if there's something in your life that you could be doing more integration, what is that? What does that look like for you? And one of the best ways to really track this is for a week. Keep track of what you're doing with your time. Keep track of how you're showing up for your family, how you're showing up for your friends, how much time you're putting into your finances. I will tell you, most med spa owners, most small business owners do not know how to manage a P&L. They don't have a home P&L, let alone a business P&L. And how can you track and measure your finances if you're not looking at them and have a balance sheet in front of you that you look at consistently? What about your fitness? Are you logging your fitness time? Are you showing up at the gym? Are you talking with all your friends? Or are you actually getting a workout in? Because listen, I'm guilty. My friend Rod, he loves jaw day. He's always chatting away. But oftentimes I find myself just visiting, which I love. That does check a box for the friend box. But I also need to be getting all of my reps in and getting a complete workout. So I think there's many ways that we can integrate several of these 7 F's into our life to live a full balanced life. But at the end of the day, when you lay your head down on the pillow, are you happy with how you lived your day? Are you embracing flexibility? Are you giving yourself grace? And are you saying, okay, I could do better in this area. So I'm going to make certain that tomorrow that's the top of the list. That's more of a priority to make that happen. It's like today I called my husband and I said, hey, I am really sorry for not showing up for you. I'm sorry you're managing the kids all by yourself. I hope you know it means the world to me and I appreciate you. And I'm sorry I haven't been there for you, and I'll show up better. I'll have dinner ready for them tonight. And whatever you need me to do, however I can help and show up, just let me know. I think oftentimes just letting people know that we are mindful that we haven't stepped up or shown up, and that our intention is to do better. And I think they really do appreciate that phone call. They do appreciate, that we recognize where we're not showing up. So embrace your flexibility, add it to the priority list for the next day, make sure it happens, and ask for help, but also be gentle on yourself and give yourself grace. Because some days you're going to be full of energy and be like a woman on fire. You're going to get it all done. You're going to feel great about yourself. You're going to feel confident. You're going to feel productive. And then the next day you might have the tummy bug like I've had, where I'm like, oh my gosh, doing anything I can just to get myself out of bed. Give yourself grace. Know that you have to take care of yourself to get better, and we'll make up for it. Like, as soon as I'm better, I'm back to the gym. I'm back to my routine. And right now, I just need to listen to my body and stay on my liquid diet. I'm literally drinking electrolytes right now. Every time I try to eat solids, I get nauseous. So I'm listening to my body. I'm respecting my body. And this is my balance for today, is my electrolytes, my protein shake. The other thing I want to mention is most of us listening here are business owners, moms, wives. We have so much going on, and burnout is a real thing. I mentioned this to Julie this past weekend. It's like, let me help you organize and structure your business just a little better so that you are ready to hit the ground running when your new building is ready. Because if we're ping-ponging our life and our energy instead of focusing it like a beam, a laser beam, we're going to get burnout. And then when we're burnt out, we no longer enjoy what we do. We question, why do I keep doing this? Should I still be doing this? Wouldn't it be great if I just had some more downtime? Hey, you're not going to be able to get through all your 7Fs and live a balanced life if you're burnt out. We all know that. So identify what is burning you out, because it's generally one or two things. And if you're a little bit more organized and focused and cleaned it up a little bit more, you'll be able to get laser focused, be more productive, less scatterbrained, and you'll get back to enjoying what it is you love to do. But if what you're doing is exhausting and you're feeling depleted and you're feeling empty, you're ping-ponging your energy all over the place. So let's get laser focused. Let's balance that aspect of our life. I know personally, when my house is clean, I can focus on my tasks. I can focus on my business. But if my dishes aren't done and there's laundry all over the floor, I have to get that done first before I move on to anything else. So they always say your environment is a reflection of what's going on in your head. So if your environment's cluttery and it's a mess, clean it up, get focused, and get balanced. Get that aspect of your life balanced. So your challenge for the week is track your time. Get out a little journal. Today is Tuesday. Track what you're doing today. Track what you're eating. Track what your finances are. Track your faith. Did you meditate? Did you pray? Track your friendships. When was the last time you've gone out with your friends? I have a date night this Friday at 7 p.m. with two of my girlfriends. I'm getting that in on my schedule. Finances. We're in the beginning of a new month. I've already cleared out January 2025, and I'm already logging February of 2025 because we're 4 days in. And the more I stay on top of it, the more manageable it is, the more I'm able to stay in balance. Again, you got to track and measure to be productive and to be successful. But you really need to enjoy the journey, right? And to me, when I got organized, I got focused and I got balanced, I was better able to enjoy the rest of my life and to enjoy being in the moment, being present with my family, being present with my fit friends. Because if your mind is all over the place and all the things you need to do, you're not organized enough to be able to take care of it, be where your feet are, track and measure, and just enjoy those areas. Focus on one thing at a time, clean it up, improve it, and move on to the other. So this season has really been full of transformation. And if this is one area of your life that you need to transform, I'm happy to help you. I think you all know I do business coaching, I do mindset coaching. And if you're not ready for a coach yet, which I will tell you, having a coach is a game changer, pick up the book. You can get it on Amazon for $19.99. If you want a signed copy, just message me. You can order it from me and I'll send you a signed copy. But it will teach you how to use these 7 F's throughout your life, how to live a life that you love, one that feels good and doesn't just look good. You know, we get on social media and everybody looks like they're living their best life. And I want to just say right here that when I took my book out, I posted it on social media. I was having the best time going to Barnes & Noble, going to Target, going to Costco. I was having so much fun. But you guys, I got denied. My book got denied almost everywhere but one local library. So how your life looks is not near as important as how it feels. I had the best time out there introducing my book to people, whether they wanted to have it in their store or not. But what social media doesn't show is that I was denied from Costco. I was denied, well, Barnes & Noble here said they'd get 3 of them in, so I'm happy about that. But I was denied from Target. I was denied from another local, a local library, right? Like, what library denies a book? I'm like, I promise it's not porn, it's personal development. But just remember, we aren't always seeing the full truth and behind the scenes on everybody's life. So having your life feel really good, having a life you love, a life that you've created by your own design, one that you're proud of. And at the end of the day, you can say, damn girl, I did my best today and I'm happy with that. And tomorrow I'll pick up and I'll learn and do better tomorrow, because our only competition is who we were yesterday. So I'm going to leave this with you. Review your life. Where do you need more balance in your life? What aspect of your life is struggling? What aspect of your life are you not happy in? Are you not happy with your body? Well, let's make it a priority to move it. 15 minutes every day. Go out for a walk. It's beautiful. Get some sunshine. That will boost your mood and it will boost your metabolism. So I hope you find this valuable. If you do, please share it. Share it with a friend. Tag me on social media. I will be that friend that is there for you. And until next time, besties, have a beautiful day.